Movies worth watching and watching again. These are movie gems.
Shh, it's starting.
You know, it's a treat to sit down to a great movie. But do you have trouble finding a worthwhile film you can watch with your family and friends? I'm Jay Fulmer, and I'm here to help. Let me recommend Edge of Tomorrow. The best way to enjoy this film is just to sit down and watch it without knowing anything about it. But my job is to make the case for why you should watch it and why you will love it. So, let me just try that without giving too much away. The first 2.5 minutes sets the stage with various news reports describing that in the near future, aliens invade the Earth. They are relentless and unbeatable by any military in the world. The Allied Army, known as the United Defense Force, UDF, is planning a colossal and top-secret mobilization to cross the English Channel and gain a beachhead in France in order to reconquer the continent from the invading organisms. On the eve of the great mission, Major William Cage, a UDF information officer, is ordered to be embedded in a combat battalion in order to sell the war to the citizenry. He is to record their victory and the effectiveness of their new exosuit technology. But Major Cage has never seen a day of combat in his life.
I do this to avoid doing that. I'm not a soldier, really.
Although he declines as politely as he can, General Brigham doesn't take no for an answer. Framed as a deserter, Cage wakes up in the staging area, demoted to private and forced into a frontline combat unit under the hard-nosed command of Master Sergeant Farrell.
My name's Farrell.
That's right. Master Sergeant Farrell.
Master Sergeant Farrell, you're an American.
No, sir. I'm from Kentucky.
Cage finds himself unceremoniously dropped into what turns out to be a suicide mission.
Oi, mate! I think there's something wrong with your suit. Yeah, there's a dead guy in it.
With no knowledge of how to use his equipment, he's killed within minutes. But something mysterious happens on that battlefield, and Cage finds himself inexplicably thrown into a time loop, forcing him to live out the same brutal combat over and over, fighting and dying again and again and again. Here I need to just insert a note about how cool these whip-tentacled aliens are. They are just as joyfully creative as everything else in this movie, but they're also effectively unnerving. Their lightning-quick presence and eerie purpose makes the tentacled beasties frightening and fascinating, lingering memorably in our imaginations. Now, because so much of the joy of this movie is the unfolding of the plot, I will be purposefully vague on what happens next. Cage's curse to die over and over again affords him a limitless capacity to learn on the job. Each return to battle is both another lesson in warfare and another chance to probe the enemy's vulnerabilities and figure out a way off this beach. Eventually, Cage chooses a mentor, Sergeant Rita Vrataski, a commando fighter who was a hero of the UDF. Vrataski trains Cage, and together they try to win the day, each repeated encounter bringing them one step closer to defeating the invading forces. But you may be asking, won't this just get monotonous as we repeat the same day over and over? No, my anxious friend, this film forgoes traditional action blockbuster expectations, instead delivering something much more intelligent. Each day is edited to perfection with just the right amount of repetition and novelty to keep us locked in. Edge of Tomorrow is inspired filmmaking, refusing to merely rehash, regurgitate, or recycle post-apocalyptic sci-fi tropes. It forges ahead with a briskness, energy, and love of innovation and subversion. It doesn't creep from set piece to set piece. Director Doug Liman never allows the film to idle. Death is just one snap edit away from a new, more exciting attempt to save the world. You'll laugh out loud one second, scrape your jaw off the floor the next, and slide to the edge of your seat an instant after that. There's no time to catch your breath, no time to sneak away to the bathroom, no pause, no break, no lull, no time for love. Well, maybe. This film is fun, inventive, and a breath of fresh air. It has it all: slick premise, clever filmmakers, talented cast, thrilling action, dazzling visual effects, breakneck pace, and a surprisingly funny script. Christopher McQuarrie and the prestigious Butterworth brothers, you may know their mom, have crafted a script that is so tight, there's no stuffing, no overcrowded acts, no bloated subplots, no undercooked arcs, no fat to trim, no evidence that anything of substance got left on the cutting room floor. Edge of Tomorrow clips along without a hitch, never letting go of its playfulness, losing sight of its end game, or hindering whatever action beat is on the horizon. One of the few failings of this movie is the name. Apparently, the director was not happy with the name Edge of Tomorrow, preferring to name it Live, Die, Repeat. And the story was inspired by a light novel called All You Need Is Kill. But of those options, I'm just fine with Edge of Tomorrow. Few films are as clever, entertaining, visually dazzling, and downright fun as Lyman's sci-fi spectacle. Everything delivers: the actors, the action, the aliens, the story, the script, the style, and the special effects. All of it on point and primed to give you the very best movie night. You're going to love it. Edge of Tomorrow came out in 2014. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 53 minutes and is rated PG-13. I give this movie 9.5 gems. Well, what do you think? Would you like to try it out? You can probably find this film at your local library, but you can also watch it through streaming online. Just type your movie title into the search bar and include the word streaming. You'll see results showing where you can rent it, or perhaps it's already on a streaming service you subscribe to. Once you watch it, come on back and tell us what you thought in the comments section. If you're already a fan of the movie, tell us in the comments what you loved about it and encourage others to watch it too. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of new episodes as they come out. See you next time for more Movie Gems.